Hey, what's up, amazing drummers? Today we are going to be learning how to frustrate our sound engineers. That was a joke, by the way. Today we are going to be learning how to work hand in hand with our sound engineers during sound checks to ensure that we get the best possible output or mix from our drums while playing live. Yeah, I know you guys know the common trend of, drummers messing with their sound engineers. There are videos like that, and they even comedy skits, and I myself even made one like that some months back. But all those stuff should just end up being a joke and end on social media for the good of good quality music production and for your own good, because most times you see that drummers are always complaining on stage. Most times, I can't hear my floor tom, I can't hear my kick, my snare, this one is too loud. All these things are things that could be avoided during sound check, but sometimes it's not entirely the sound engineer's fault. Sometimes it's the drummer's fault, and today I'll be showing you guys how we can fix those things as drummers. Let's get right into the video. Now, the first thing you should know as a drummer during sound check is to know that the sound engineer is not a magician. Yes. First of all, tune your drums properly. Yeah, I understand that with the advent of digital mixers and so many things that we can do these days, technology has so much advanced. I understand that. But at the same time, I want us to understand that we need to learn how to tune our drums rightly first. When you tune your drums rightly, your sound engineer has a good sound to work with, and then he can do whatever he needs to do on the mix. You can't expect him to change the tune of your drum. Your drum is not sounding properly tuned, and you're blaming it on your sound engineer. That is your fault. That's the first thing that you need to work on as a drummer. Now, secondly, one thing we need to know as drummers is that we need to, check the proximity of our mics from the drums. Now, during sound check, one thing you need to make sure is you and your sound engineer has to agree at a particular angle that your mic has to be at, and the distance between your mic to the drums. Now, after sound check, always ensure that you maintain that same proximity, because, for instance, your mind is not there and then you allow your mic to move higher. That reduces the volume sometimes, and in some cases, depending on the kind of mic it is, you might begin to pick other things. So make sure you ensure that the proximity of your mic to your drums remains the same throughout the whole sound check process and even after the sound check. Thirdly, now this is one of the main things that drummers fail to really recognize during sound check. Ensure that your hits are the same intensity. When I mean the same intensity, you are hitting at the same level that you are going to hit during the live show. During sound check, I don't see the reason why you should be playing as soft as, your sound engineer is asking you to play a groove and you're playing like this. But then during the show, you want to play. You are definitely going to hurt yourself, because now your sound engineer has mixed your sound at a low volume. Do you get the point? Sometimes you see sound engineers telling drummers, play hard, just the way they want to hear you during the actual show. So what you need to do is make sure you are hitting with the same intensity. If you are hitting your thumbs like this during the show, make sure during the sound check you're hitting it the same. Test all ranges of volume. Do you know what I mean by that? At some point of the music, you're going to be playing soft. So also sound check playing soft. For instance, it's not irrelevant. You need to test those range, test your cross sticks, test every single thing, how it's going to be during the show. Now, fourthly, one thing I want you guys to really focus on is this particular thing. Now, drummers are fond of, during the sound check, we're always fond of doing, let's say sound check, you start hearing. All those things are beautiful as drummers, but it frustrates the sound engineer, and they can't pick distinctively what they want to hear. So when you are starting the sound check, please play each drum independently. You play the snare once, you play the flams, you play the single strokes individually so they can mix it properly. Then after you're done with checking each and every one of them individually, if you ask you to play together, you can now play a groove that would involve all the toms and the snare drum. So you have something like, do you get? You're just trying to make sure you're checking everything together. It's something to take note. Please don't turn your sound check sessions to drum solo sessions. Please make sure you always play what your sound engineer requires of you, not what you want to play at that moment. Now, finally, you also have to make sure that all gadgets you are working with are checked properly during the sound check. If you're making use of in-ears, if you're making use of sample pads, whatever gadget that are external gadgets that you are using during the show, everything needs to be tested, just like the drum is tested, and be sure that they are working, so that during the show you're not struggling with volume or struggling with, you know, certain things that are not necessary. Make sure everything is checked. And then one final thing I'm going to just add to this video is, I understand that majority of you guys watching my videos, or majority of drummers, might find themselves in scenarios whereby the sound engineer is not good enough. Now, you as a drummer, based on the fact that you watch a lot of videos, you know how drums should sound like, so that's why you should learn more. You should be able to help your sound engineer. Yes. When you sound check properly, you help the sound engineer. You know the parts of the drum that needs, you know, low frequencies, you know the parts that need high frequencies. When you know these things, you would be able to help your sound engineer, even though he might not be a professional. You'll be able to help him, you know, set your drums properly. You get that? And also when you play, you know, your toms individually and don't disturb during the sound check session, it will be much more easier. So I hope this video was helpful. I'm just trying to, you know, help everyone in this drumming community to be able to, you know, do well in live performances and also still do well in studio sessions. Be able to properly sound check your drums and stop having issues with your sound engineers. If this video was helpful to you, please leave a comment in the comment section. Share this to a drummer. Even if you're watching this video and you're not a drummer, share this to a drummer. And see you in the very next video. Bye.